Hi there. I'm sitting here in the darkness and hiding behind my glasses. I'm so tired. I've been fasting for 20 hours. Um, yeah, it got too it got too a bit too long. I did a couple of errands, met some people, stay and talk to, and yeah, life happens, as you say. My voice isn't where it should be, and I'm kind of sniffly. How do you say that in English? You know, runny nose and stuff. I get so full of energy when I'm not eating, but when I have eaten my dinner right now, I'm really fighting to stay awake. Despite it was a very light dinner. I ate some fish with some tomato sauce and olive oil, some greens, and supplemented with fish oil and flaxseed oil. So, and salt, of course, and lovely tea. I love that tea. It's a white tea with rose petals and vanilla. And I added some fresh ginger to it, and it got that very strong. Got very strong. Oh, my teeth look very bright here in the dark. That looks good. That's the only part that looks good. I'm so tired. I don't know if you see me in my glasses before, but no, you haven't. You probably haven't, because I look. I don't like them. No, they don't fit me, and I don't like glasses on me at all. I can see my tired eyes. I have such problems to keep them open. I need something to force them open. I'm almost falling asleep talking to you right now. I wish I could go live here. I'm suspended from Facebook until April 2nd because it was stupid as FCUNT on my page that he makes fake accounts all the time with the same freaking man on the page. Poor man. He steals his identity and he scams people for money. He say to them, "Oh, you have won $10,000 or some cars," and he always has big gives away. And I always tell Facebook about him, and I did that time too. But I got angry because he comes on my stuff with this stupid ass scam thing he has going on, and I got mad, and I wrote the CUNT word. I used the F. I didn't write out the FUCKYNG word. I didn't write out that, but I thought my ADHD got the best of me, and I wrote out the CUNT word, and they immediately catch it on to that and said that I should correct it, which I tried to do, but they wouldn't let me. I tried 2 times to correct that, but every time, system failed, try again later. So I did, and I did again, and same thing happens. System, something wrong with the system, try again later, and all of a sudden I was blocked. So they don't let you correct things that you made wrong. Because I did broke the community rules the first time, but if you don't get this chance to do right when you have done something wrong, that's, yeah. Facebook and the other tech giants, they are with the BLM and the other CUNTS. They are so Soviet Union people. They just want to put you down, and they just want to, yeah, they want to control you and put you down, put you in concentration camps. They support that. They are just those kind of people. They want to rule the world, and everyone that doesn't agree with them, they will have gone. So we will have a great world to look forward to, if you are one of them. But this cancel culture have turned on themselves already, and they are starting to cancel themselves. So before you know it, there's no one left. They're killing people left and right. They told those freaking girls that murdered a man recently in his own car. The left media actually told that story, that those girls, they were out for a joyride, and they happened to had some weapon from that they took from the parents' basement, or what they're saying. They happened to do this, and all they wanted was a joyride, and this was an accident. Huh? Just because it doesn't because it was two girls, and they supposedly were from, they wasn't white, if you say so, and they was certainly not a middle-aged man. If the case had been that way, they would be reported way differently. They wouldn't have told. They wouldn't have told us that he wanted a joyride. No. They are hilarious, but in a bad way. I mean, a joyride? If you carjack someone with a weapon and kill someone, are you out for a joyride? They should freaking get the death penalty, as anyone should that kills someone like that. And the parents, what kind of parents raised girls like that? I mean, they could have mental problems. They probably have mental problems. So, and that's not the case. If they do, they should get at least prison for life in a mental institution. And yeah, and the parents should be investigated too. I mean, no normal parent would let his children go so far and be so sick and demented, so they make those kind of crimes. I mean, I have mental problems too, but I would certainly don't. I would certainly not hijack an innocent man and kill him. That's not my thing. I would never turn on an innocent man or woman or someone. Never, 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 never. I mean, I am bipolar. I have ADHD. I have autism, and probably a bit narcissistic, but that's not my diagnosis. That is I'm self-diagnosed by that. I'm narcissistic in secret. Yeah, I can use those tools wherever I choose to, but I never do it on innocent people. So I don't know if I'm a real narcissist or because I am aware what I'm doing, and I'm not doing it on regular people, and I'm different from narcissistic people in that way that I'm very hard on lying. That's where I got in trouble just a couple of days ago. I went to I'm in a kind of a program that they are testing me for work rehabilitation if I ever healthy enough to get to work, because I also have extremely social anxiety, and I finished a part of the program that they told me that right now I can never under any circumstances hold a job, and that's so true. And it have been true for 10 years. Yeah. And according to me, it's true for life. I am handicapped. I can't even it's very limited what I can do at the gym, for example. I have my nerve and muscle damages, and it gets worse, and I haven't got the money to pay for it. So, and healthcare system doesn't believe me, and they doesn't bother. They made me do exercise that I told them, if I do this, I may not be able to walk for several days, and I will be in extreme pain, and that's because I never do that at the gym. I can't lift things from the ground. I mean, I can lift things once. I have my special method to lift weights from the floor. I kneel down, I pick up the weight, I lay it on my thighs, and I take it straight to the chest, and I stand up like I would do a squat. And by doing that, my back doesn't work at all. It doesn't take any force, if we say so. My legs do the work. But that wasn't the case in this exercise. That made me do, it was a small amount of weights in a box. And when you have a big box, you can't put it doesn't work. You have it in front of you. If you have a weight, you can take it between your legs and put it up on your legs. When you have a box, you can't do that. Big box. It's in front of you, and everything that's in front of you involves the lower back. So how much I tried to use the squat movement, it did not work, and that's because I was forced to do it on time. I should do it as fast as possible, and as many times that I could. And I should have lied and said, no, I won't do it. But that would score me down, so I had to try. But I'm such a bad liar that I forgot that this is nothing I should do. And I get so competitive. That's my ADHD in me. I got so competitive, so I actually did it fast. It did hurt, but not so much. I could walk away from that later on. And the same was, it was on the side, and it was a one-hand movement, and you picked the weight that you felt comfortable with. When you did a one-hand movement, I should lift. It was almost like a dumbbell, but it was a grip over, and then was the weight under. It was some plastic filled with water or something, I think. So I lifted that from a lower shelf to a higher shelf, and the higher shelf was here. I never go this high. I never use one arm. That's something that I never do, because I almost never do it. It's a couple of exercises I can, but I shouldn't. I should not do it at all. But especially not like this, because I know it causes problems. And I've been working on my shoulder for 10 years. I've had problems for 10 years. And for 2 years ago, it disappeared. It took me 8 years to work on it. And disappeared. And now it's back. And it won't go away. But it will probably take 8 years to repair this. What he did to me in 5 minutes destroyed my work that I've done for 8 years. 8 years in a row. So now when I work in the gym, every single shoulder movement hurts. And it destroys my presses. I have almost no strength in the right arm. It's something impinged in the middle. I always had it, but I have, not always, but I hurt myself probably 15 years ago or something. And I ignored it, but I started to work on it 8 years ago. So, now I'm rambling, okay? Sorry. So I was forced to do this as fast as possible in about 5 minutes, and I had to stop before that because it was so exhausting, and it really hurts. And my shoulders started to swell, and I started to feel the cramping sensation, and I just, oh no, what have I done? That's another thing. I could have underdone it and lied and did a couple of reps and said, oh my god, it hurts so much, I can't do it anymore. I should have done that. I'm such a bad liar. So I can't. Because he's not a real bad person. If he was a bad person that actually had bad intent and really was out to hurt me, I mean like a real attack, that would be another story. If I knew that if I don't say the right things here, he would attack me or something like that. That's not a thing. That's when I can play the narcissistic card and be charming and get where I want. But here, that's a totally different thing. My focus disappeared, and I just focus on the exercise. I am so competitive. That's not a narcissistic trait, but here my ADHD took over. I'm so sorry about that. I wrote to them afterwards. I mean, I can tell you, I'm so glad I was with my mom that evening, because I lost sensation in both legs. I was paralyzed from the waist down. And I had my shoulder, my right arm I couldn't use. So I dragged myself, and my mom had to help me because I could not walk on either of the legs. I got better later that night. I could walk, but like if you had seen someone that broken both of their legs up in the hips, or if did a hip surgery on both legs at the same time, afterwards they make walk very wobbly, and I mean the right knee crumbled and got almost twisted in. I had no control of that. It got twisted in on a kind of strange. So I walked really like a penguin, but much wobblier, and I had almost no balance. My shoulder hurt so bad, and my back. Oh my God, that pain. And the following nights, I hardly slept. The pain is unbearable. I'm sitting here. I built up a lot of pillows. I used to do that always, but now it's super important. They have destroyed me. And because they thought I did good on the test. I mean, when it came to the left arm, I could pick up a much heavier weight and do it without any problems. And I had not had any problems in that right arm afterwards. But I could play down that too. And afterwards he said to me, oh, you can get this job and this job. We can work around this. And so they actually now think that I may have a chance to get a job. But I don't. They should have seen me that night losing control of the whole underbody. That's so sickening. They think I could work with that, and my social anxiety doesn't get any better. I'm trying to work on it. I had get a little bit better now with my gabapentin. I'm on a max dosage, so I can talk to people for a few minutes, and then I have to go. I am at the gym much more. I have less episodes of extreme anxiety. But when I have my extreme anxiety, I have no medicine against that because I have very low dose of Sedex, just 1 milligram a day, prescribed to me. But I have to use that to my cramps, and I get cramps. If I want to avoid cramps, I have to sit still in a corner every day for the rest of my life and not move ever, because as soon as I move, things get tense. Then I get a tickle, and then I get scratching, and then I feel the tense in my I feel it tense up, and I feel the contractions, and then it's too late. If I have not got medicine, then it's too late. Start in the armpits, go out here to my humongous front shoulder. I have a humongous big trapezius on the right side, and humongous. I have a this thick front shoulder, and I never train front shoulders. I'm totally normal on the left side, but I'm weaker on the left side. Of course I am. The right side, it's tense all the time, and when I train, it contracts 100%. No one understands. Everyone, I can't explain. First of all, I am very bad at explaining things. I got that from my mother. And second of all, I'm not a neurologist. That was totally wrong, but I don't give a damn. I'm just regular. I can't explain that shit. They have it on paper. They didn't have those paper, but they should just ask the people that they were talking to. I mean, they were working together with to get the paper, and then maybe, I don't think they would understand what my physiotherapist wrote anyway. And they wouldn't take him serious because he's not a doctor. I'm asked for several years to get the MRI or something for my pec tear and shoulder area that are such trigger point. I mean, it always starts there. Always. But no. I will get a CT, whatever it was, on my brain. And that's probably it. And they sent me to a regular physiotherapist, not a specialist, but a regular one that costs nothing, that's in every hospital, and they work with muscles. I mean, you can't do anything with my muscles if you don't fix my nerve problems, my nervous systems. They doesn't connect. If you touch my muscles, it gets chaos. It's already chaos in my nervous systems. They either function to contract too much, or they don't at all. I can't sit up because I'm shaking. If I try to sit up in a normal way, I'm shaking. If I do try to do sit-ups, I have to pin my feet to something so they can't move, and then I can try to do sit-ups. But when I do that, I cramp. Then they contract too much. But if I doesn't pin my feet to anything, that I try to do regular sit-up, I just go like this, because then the nerves and the muscle don't connect at all. So when I'm sitting up, I'm rolling over to the side, I'm sitting up. I'm working around things, I'm a problem solver. So when I go shopping, I have to wear a backpack, and I have to wear a special backpack. They doesn't touch my area here. It has been, I have to adjust it myself and cut it and adjust it so it goes like if you're in a sports car, or if you have a small baby, there's 4-point seat belts that actually have you close them below the chest, almost near the stomach, higher up. It's below the chest, and it goes like an axe. I have a band over my stomach, and I should have like a 4-point belt. That if I have that, it doesn't touch the area. Goes straight like this, and near down there and connects. So my backpack doesn't move like this and doesn't hurt my shoulders or trapezius, and it has to be very hard put. It can't be loose in any way. So that's hard to find. And they always break. Always. Yeah. And I always have to carry those big loads. Weighs very much. That's not good for my back, and certainly not good for my walk, because I have to learn to walk in a different kind of way to not press my nervous system too much. It's hard. I have to think how I walk for the rest of my life, so it doesn't make things worse. The man saw that did my test, my end test, that destroyed me. I did a lot of things. I rode the bike, and he said my cardio. I was excellent at that. I knew that, and I can walk very fast. He said also I did a test. I should walk very fast, and I can do that despite that I have because I'm twisted. My right leg is shorter. If I wasn't twisted, my leg isn't shorter. You can drag it down, but I can't do that myself when I'm walking. So I walk like I have a lot of weight on my left. That is my longer leg. I have a lot of weight on that, and I can't move my right arm. It has to hang right down. I have to walk very upright and walk just with my underbody. I can't move my upper body, except for I move my left arm slightly, but I can't move it more than that. And that is something I have to think about all the time, because that's not my normal position of walking. Not at all. I can't enjoy a walk for the rest of my life. I can't carry bags, because if I carry bags with my left arm, that also the body compensates, so it is also involved in my right side. So that's not possible. Sometimes I forgot my backpack, and I had to do it. And man, do I have to pay afterwards. Oh, that's horrific. I got so much cramps, and I'm housebound 4 days. And this, no one buys it. No one. How the heck am I how in the heck am I going to carry out the work? Even if I got mentally stable, well, it's something that I never will, because I have the stress on my physical, and I have the stress in my head, and that doesn't go away. It doesn't. I don't like people. I like to be around a lot of people, but I don't like when they talk to me. I want to be left alone. Yeah, that's my life. And those days when I don't feel good, I have to stay inside. That's another stress, because all I want to do is get out. I hate my apartment. That's not a stressor. I try to get I want to move to my favorite town, where my husband and I spending our time before he hung himself. Yeah, that's a long story, and it's a long time ago. So yeah, he hung himself in 2012. That's a long time ago, but he's still around in spirit. I talk to him every day. He helps me through my life. He's the best man you ever could think of. No one is better. No one ever will. People think that I haven't moved on. Move on. He's my soulmate. If you meet your soulmate, you're not interested in anyone else. And people doesn't understand that either. And that's why they haven't met their soulmate yet. I have been talking for almost 40 minutes. I can be talking forever. I know that no one listens to me. Someday someone maybe want to do that, and that would make me very happy. My story is no fun. It's depressing to listen to, but it's raw and it's real. And many, I'm not alone. Many of you are struggling with similar things and have trouble getting help. I will never get help, but it would be a big relief if I got off this what should you call it in English? I have social benefits. You call it like that? Because I can't work, and I have so little money to live on. If I get a dog, first of all, it's beginning to get trouble. I don't think I will get that dog that I want because the rules are stricter, and he may not be able to provide me with a dog because of that. So I may have to look elsewhere, and it will take time, and that's why I decided to get a cat. I hope that cat will like to be trainable. Most cats don't like that. I had a deaf cat, white cat. I learned him sign language, and despite he was so clumsy inside, he must have been the best hunter ever, because he caught birds every day. I felt sorry for him though, because he was couldn't hear anything. He couldn't speak, and he just loved everybody and didn't know how to act around other cats. He just like a happy dog, ran towards the other cats and just wanted to play. And the other cat thought he was a threat and was trying to attack them. So they jumped him, and I was glad when I moved, because he was so bullied. He came in with broke my heart. And I thought, thinking about it, was my favorite cat. He was so smart. Everything I tried with him, he figured out. I didn't ever figure out how to interact with other cats. He loved dogs though. He talked dog language, you can call it that. Yeah, he got along with dogs really, really well. Even dogs that didn't like cats seemed to like him. It was really special. He died of kidney failure. I think it was 13 years old. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a cat in 3 months. They have just been born, so 12 weeks. Maybe sooner, because the lady hands over the cats at 8 weeks. That's not legal. But if she won't hold on to my cat as long as 12 weeks as I want, I have to take it. I can't do otherwise. But I hope she will agree to 12 weeks. So I'm preparing for that. I bought a lot of stuff. Yeah, folks. I don't know. I don't know about this life. I want out. The doctors know that too. I don't want to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't think I belong. I don't feel like a human. I know what I feel like though, but I don't feel like I belong here. I connect really well with the spirit world, and we don't always agree. I met some really, really nasty ones. Almost died once. That's another story. I don't know what else to say. If I got that, what you call sick pension, you don't call it that in Swedish. Call it something that doesn't sound as bad, but I think that's the name in US. You get somewhat more money that I get now, and if I get that, I can afford a dog. Without that, I mean, Mom, she have said that she is gonna help me. She helped me with my other dog, but now she will only have half of her salary because she's old and she actually goes in pension real soon. Before I got a dog, and that then she won't. If I don't get that sick pension, how can I afford a dog? I can. I mean, if my mom just get half of her salary, and my dad has almost nothing. He can't help at all. And if I just have money to support myself, how can I support a dog that also is the sickest among the sickest races of dogs? I mean, they got a lot of health issues that are bound to Dobermans. I just want a Doberman. Dobermans are me in dog format. And I know that race. I had 3 before. If you're not a Doberman lover, you don't know what I'm talking about again. People that don't have fallen in love with one race doesn't know what I'm talking about. They say, just get another dog. Adopt another dog. These dogs are fun. I mean, I know if I get another dog, I will look for Doberman traits and I won't find them. I might find some similar traits, and it's a lot of dogs that like to learn things and work hard, because that's the dog I want. There's a lot of these dogs, but they don't match. They don't match with my personality, and if they don't match, I won't fall in love with them. I still will care for them, but they won't get into my heart, and that's just gonna create a great stress level, and the dog's gonna pick up on that and doesn't, and we will not have a relationship that doesn't. It's not good for either of us. Dog will feel bad. I will feel bad. People doesn't understand that. So with those words, my God, I'm looking ugly in the glasses, but I look so tired without. With those words, I will leave you. I have been talking for 56 minutes now. So, bye bye.